In this video, we're exploring the intriguing topic of the INFJ personality type and identifying 7 signs that may indicate you're an unhealthy INFJ. 1. Overwhelming stress and anxiety. One of the key signs of an unhealthy INFJ is overwhelming stress and anxiety. When their inner world becomes cluttered with worry and negativity, it can lead to physical and emotional exhaustion. Unhealthy INFJs may struggle to manage the intensity of their thoughts and feelings, which can result in constant unease. 2. Isolation and withdrawal. Isolation and withdrawal are often telltale signs of an unhealthy INFJ. In this section, we'll explore the reasons behind an INFJ's tendency to isolate themselves when they're in an unhealthy state, the consequences of this behavior, and how they can work towards healthier connections. One of the primary reasons INFJs tend to isolate themselves when they're unhealthy is that they can become overwhelmed by emotional turmoil. Their deep empathetic nature means they absorb the emotions and struggles of others, which can lead to a saturation of negative energy. This emotional burden can become too much to bear, causing them to seek solitude as a means of escape. Unhealthy INFJs may find it challenging to process their own emotions. The flood of feelings from their empathetic interactions with others, combined with their internal struggles, can create a tangled web of emotions that they struggle to untangle. This emotional chaos can lead them to isolate themselves in an attempt to regain emotional stability. INFJs often have a fear of burdening others with their problems. They feel that their emotional intensity and complex inner world may be too much for those around them to handle. As a result, they may withdraw to protect their loved ones from what they perceive as an emotional burden. Unhealthy INFJs may experience a significant loss of energy due to their intense empathetic interactions and emotional processing. This depletion of energy can make social interactions and maintaining relationships draining and exhausting, leading to a desire to isolate themselves to recharge. Solitude is often an INFJ's preferred method of self-care and introspection. When they are unhealthy, they may withdraw to seek solace in solitude, as it provides them with the space and silence necessary to sort through their thoughts and emotions. Isolation can have several consequences for an unhealthy INFJ. It can lead to increased feelings of loneliness, a sense of disconnection from the world, and even depression. The absence of social support and emotional connection can exacerbate their emotional struggles. Recognizing the need for reconnection is a crucial step for unhealthy INFJs. Here are some ways they can work towards healthier connections. If the isolation and withdrawal become severe, seeking professional help, such as therapy, can provide a supportive environment to address emotional struggles and regain emotional stability. INFJs should work on re-establishing healthy boundaries in their relationships. Communicating their needs and limitations can help them strike a balance between connection and self-care. Practicing mindfulness and self-reflection can help INFJs regain emotional clarity. It enables them to understand their emotions and the emotional burdens they've taken on. INFJs can begin to reconnect gradually with friends and loved ones. Starting with small social interactions, such as coffee dates or short phone calls, can help them rebuild social connections at their own pace. Developing self-compassion is vital. INFJs should learn to be kind to themselves and understand that seeking support and connection is not a sign of weakness. Prioritizing healthy self-care routines can help INFJs manage their emotional intensity and maintain their energy levels, making social interactions less draining. 3. Perfectionism and self-criticism. INFJs have high standards for themselves, but when they become unhealthy, those standards can turn into perfectionism and self-criticism. They may set unrealistic expectations and be excessively hard on themselves, resulting in a constant feeling of not measuring up. For neglecting self-care. Neglecting self-care is a common sign that an INFJ may be in an unhealthy state. In this section, we'll delve into the reasons behind this neglect, its consequences, and how INFJs can work to prioritize their well-being. INFJs are known for their compassionate and nurturing nature. They often put the needs of others above their own, naturally inclined to care for the emotional well-being of those around them. However, this selfless tendency can lead to the neglect of their own self-care. Unhealthy INFJs may fall into the caretaker syndrome, where they become so focused on taking care of others that they forget to care for themselves. This can manifest as a constant need to help and support those they care about, often at the expense of their own well-being. INFJs may feel guilty when they prioritize themselves. They perceive self-care as a form of selfishness, and the guilt associated with taking time for themselves can discourage them from engaging in essential self-care practices. Neglecting self-care can lead to burnout and exhaustion. Unhealthy INFJs may find themselves physically and emotionally drained due to their continuous giving to others. This burnout can manifest as irritability, fatigue, and a sense of being overwhelmed. Unhealthy INFJs might also neglect their physical health. They may skip meals, lose sleep, or ignore exercise, focusing solely on their responsibilities and relationships. This neglect can result in physical ailments and a weakened immune system. The emotional burden of not practicing self-care can become overwhelming. Unhealthy INFJs may experience heightened stress, anxiety, and emotional instability, affecting their mental and emotional well-being. Neglecting self-care can lead to a decline in mental clarity. INFJs may find it challenging to concentrate, make decisions, or solve problems effectively. This cognitive fog can exacerbate feelings of helplessness and anxiety. Recognizing the importance of self-care is the first step towards healing for an unhealthy INFJ. They can begin by acknowledging that taking care of themselves is not selfish but necessary for their overall well-being. INFJs need to learn how to set boundaries to protect their time and energy. This involves saying no when necessary, without guilt, and communicating their needs to others. Practicing mindfulness and self-reflection is essential for an INFJ's self-care journey. By dedicating time to introspection and understanding their own needs, they can develop a greater sense of balance. Unhealthy INFJs can benefit from seeking support from friends, family, or even professional help when needed. It's crucial to have a support system that understands and encourages their self-care efforts. INFJs should embrace self-compassion, treating themselves with the same kindness and care they offer to others. This mindset shift can help them prioritize their own needs without guilt. Starting with small steps in self-care is essential. INFJs can engage in activities they enjoy, take breaks when necessary, practice relaxation techniques, and set aside time for their well-being. Neglecting self-care is a common challenge for INFJs, but it's vital to recognize its importance in maintaining their physical, emotional, and mental health. If you resonate with this discussion on self-care or have your own experiences to share, please consider liking, sharing, and leaving your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more insightful content on personality types and the intricacies of human behavior. Your support is highly valued. 5. Difficulty in expressing boundaries. Maintaining healthy boundaries is essential for INFJs. When they're not in a good place, they might struggle with asserting themselves and setting boundaries. This can lead to feeling overwhelmed by the demands of others and a sense of being taken advantage of. 6. Overemphasis on the future. Healthy INFJs have a balance between their focus on the future and the present. Unhealthy INFJs, however, may become obsessed with future possibilities and worst-case scenarios, losing sight of the here and now. This can result in constant worry and anxiety about what's to come. 7. Feelings of helplessness. Unhealthy INFJs may experience feelings of helplessness. They might feel trapped by their circumstances, unable to make the changes they desire. This sense of helplessness can lead to feelings of despair and a loss of motivation. Recognizing when you're an unhealthy INFJ is the first step toward personal growth and self-improvement. If you found this video relatable or insightful, please consider liking, sharing, and leaving your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more content on personality types and the complexities of human behavior. Your support is greatly appreciated.